How does Universal have Marvel characters? Your questions answered. Back in the olden times, the Marvel Company was struggling financially. How did the company address this near-bankruptcy issue? By selling rights to its most popular heroes. Movie rights, theme park rights, anything that wasn't tied directly to comic book publishing was sold to the highest bidder. For years, this wasn't much of a problem. Then, about a decade or so later, Disney acquired the movie rights to the Marvel characters that had not already been acquired. At that time, characters like Iron Man, Thor, and even Captain America were considered second tier. Characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy were all but unknown for many people. But under the leadership of Kevin Feige, the Marvel Cinematic Universe took off. So how does Universal have Marvel? Well, back in the old days when Marvel was selling rights, Universal snatched up the rights to many of the Marvel characters for its use in theme parks east of the Mississippi River. Specifically, Universal bought the following families of characters from Marvel Entertainment: Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and the X-Men. How long does Universal have the Marvel rights? Forever. Kind of. The contract is in place in perpetuity and doesn't have an endpoint. However, if Disney wanted to shut it down, they would have to be able to successfully prove that Universal was hurting the brand through the lack of upkeep and care. Basically, that means that Universal has the rights as long as it's willing to invest in them and make the necessary payments. What Marvel characters does Universal own? Universal owns any character whose chief association is within the four families mentioned previously. However, that's more complicated than it sounds. Throughout Marvel's long history, many characters have crossed between those universes. With this in mind, they own the characters you see in Universal's Islands of Adventure Marvel Land. They own the X-Men like Wolverine, Rogue, Cyclops, and of course Storm and her Storm Force Accelatron ride. The Universal Orlando Resort also has Avengers like Captain America, Thor, and Hulk, and its Incredible Hulk coaster, one of the most popular attractions in Universal Studios. Universal Studios Florida also has the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing, and maybe more importantly, one of the biggest villains in the Marvel Universe, Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Finally, Universal has Spider-Man, which brings us to the amazing adventures of Spider-Man, and all the great comic characters from that universe, or at least some of them. What Marvel characters does Disney own? Disney has the rights to any character who is not a main part of the four families, and/or is not in use by Universal. So that's why the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is fair game at Epcot. However, it's important to note that Disney cannot bill them as Marvel characters, or use the Marvel branding. Which superhero rides have you been on in the Orlando theme parks? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video from HeyOrlando.com.